When a man commits an act of terrorism, he cuts short the life of others. But what happens when his is cut short in the process? First off, the concept of referring to a terrorist as being brainwashed is wrong. The brain dies with the body, leaving the human spirit that was a terrorist on earth to his fate. If such were brainwashed, then with death, the terrorist ceases to be a terrorist, as the misconceptions die with the brain. But a terrorist is more than brainwashed, especially those who spend hours or days planning an attack, or those who stand in front of hundreds of people, trigger-happy, shooting and killing many. But what happens when such a trigger-happy human spirit is gone down in the process? There is a law of attraction that pulls men to those regions where in their nature they belong. Thieves among thieves, rapists amongst rapists, and so on. And so the terrorist or trigger-happy man drops the physical body suddenly and wakes up in a dark environment, surrounded by sporadic shooting, with others like him terribly frightened and running for dear life. Of course, it is real and tangible. His body is just like it was on earth, prone to pain, and he suffers 1,000-fold pains from bullets piercing his skin at every angle. It knocks him out. He passes out, only to wake up to more gunshots and massacre. Everywhere is chaos. Everyone is running, with just a few moments of respite before another round of shooting and running begins. This is his hell. It can happen for decades and centuries until one day he longs for a better, nobler world, or empathy awakens within him for those shooting at them. If only these terrorists can come to a better appreciation of life. If only these terrorists know better. Only when anger, hatred, or the quest for vengeance is quietened from within him, only then will his ascent begin, either upwards or to the earth again, to right his wrongs and mature. But he can still find his way to this earth even while in his plane of hell. How? Through a pregnant woman who opens herself to bad influences from either her environment, those around her, or by her very own nature. She lowers the bridge and pulls up such a soul, a terrorist, who unfortunately has not quietened those quests for vengeance, hatred, or anger. And once such a dark soul finds its way to a pregnant woman, the light souls around her pull back. The more light souls pull back, the more the earth is populated with dark souls. And so it happens that more than half of those on earth today do not belong here. And so evil populates the earth, and men on earth carry out such unimaginable atrocities that cannot be comprehended. This is just an example of one man's experience. There are so many. We must strive to live in such a way that we uplift rather than pull down. We throw away hatred, envy, and so much that can lead us on those paths to great suffering that can be described rightly as hell.